tourism in Romania is focused on the country's natural landscapes and its history, and forms an important component of the economy of Romania. The total number of foreign tourist arrivals in the year 2014 was 1,911,800, an increase of 6.6% from the 2013 number of 1,714,500. In 2014, Romania had 32,500 companies which were active in the hotel and restaurant industry, with a total turnover of €2.6 billion. However, the number of tourists has decreased dramatically in recent years. In fact, in 2004 there were 5.9 million of tourists. Only in 2012 the number of tourists has started to grow again. The most visited cities are Bucharest, Brasov, Sibiu, Cluj-Napoca, Timișoara, Iași, and Constanța. The most significant natural attractions of the Danube, the Carpathian Mountains, and the Black Sea. UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Romania, churches of Moldavia, and fortresses of the Orăștie Mountains. Historic center of Sighișoara, Danube Delta, Monastery of Horezu, villages with fortified churches in Transylvania, wooden churches of Maramureș, activities, camping and hiking in the Carpathian Mountains with many mountain huts available, skiing in the mountain resorts on the Prahova Valley, Sinai, Busteni, Azuga, Predeal and Poiana Brasov. Swimming at the Black Sea resorts, Mamaia, Constanța, Afori Nord, Afori Sud, Costinești, Olymp, Neptune, Jupiter, Cap Aurora, Venus, Saturn, Manglia, Tuma and Vamavesh. Folklore and traditions of Maramureș. Rural tourism, spas and health resorts, Bale Herculane, Bale Felix, Savata, Calămănești. Cultural cities of Bucharest, Sibiu, Brasov, Iași, Târgu Mureș, Timișoara, Cluj-Napoca, and Alba Iulia. Museums. Travel with Mocanita steam-powered locomotive trains in the mountainous areas of Maramureș and Transylvania. Unique places, many medieval castles, Sighișoara Cave in Apuseni Mountains, Bears Cave in Apuseni Mountains, Sphinx and Babali in Busegi Mountains, Călănere-Buzău National Park in Caras-Severin County, Ciala Massif in Neamt County, Piatra Crăiului Mountains, Bercamud Volcanoes in Buzău County, Old Defile, Mary Cemetery in Sapanta, Maramureș County, Palace of the Parliament, Bucharest, Transfăgurășani Road, Transalpina Road, Turda Gorge, Turda Salt Mine, Prade Salt Mines, Iron Gates, Hatag Island. Festivals, George Enescu Festival in Bucharest, Peninsula Fezagod Festival in Târgu Mureș, Golden Stag Festival in Brasov, Calatis Festival in Manglia, Electric Castle Festival in Bontida Bamfi Castle near Cluj-Napoca, Untold Festival in Cluj-Napoca, Romania's biggest music festival. Statistics. Foreign visitor arrivals in 2014 overall total, 1,911,800. Total Europe, 1,475,400. Total European Union, 1,261,200. Total Asia, 225,400. Total North America, 131,600. Total South America, 15,600. Total Africa, 18,500. Income. In 2006 it was reported that this industry added gross value of $8,074 million to the Romanian economy in 2005. Facilities for disabled travelers. Facilities for disabled travelers in Romania range from patchy to non-existent. Anyone with mobility problems should go prepared and ideally have local contacts. tourists. Although it has made some slow strides towards disabled access since then, and new buildings need to be wheelchair accessible, the implementation has been very poor. In practice, Romania remains by and large off-limits to disabled travelers. Industrial and creative tourism. Industrial tourism as a niche of tourism in Romania and is a solution to the restructuring and disappearance of former large industrial sites, takes on interest in the country still slowly, despite the country's join to the European Union in 2007. Even if presently the country is confronted with a long and difficult economic transition, it has a rich industrial and scientific history with many of the world's priorities and still has surviving authentic traditional crafts and rural communities, limited to some geographic areas and not yet on a large scale, by the means of European funds and projects. A sustainable revival of the traditional sector is supported, which also implies creative tourism participatory activities. Against this big potential, there are relatively few entities, the majority being state-owned, that are organizing, providing or permitting public visits, a main cause of this still being the weak implication and support of many public authorities. Meanwhile, the tourism stakeholders pay a relatively weak attention to the hardcore of this niche, and practically there aren't many package offers of this kind on the market, with some notable exceptions. Ethnographic and wine tourism, also some rehabilitated industrial and forest narrow railways and steam engines still operating. Primary attractions. According an industrial and creative tourism attractions web directory for Romania and some neighboring countries, providing photos and short English descriptions of each objective. The main attractions open to the public are the National and Regional Technical and Ethnographic Museums, the Dumitru Leonid National Technical Museum and the Aviation Museum in Bucharest, the Mining Museums in Brad Petrozani, Rosia Montana, a technical museum in IASI, the Tram Museum in Timișoara, the Oil Museum in Ploiești, the Astronomic Observatories in Bucharest and Bacău, the Village Museums from Bucharest, Pitești, Sibiu, Cluj, Timișoara, Valcea, Suceava. A railway tourism on the recently rehabilitated narrow gauges from Brad, Abrud, Covasna, Moldovita, Agnita, Vaza. The Orovita Anina mountain railway opened in 1864. The power plant museums from Cernavodă, Iron Gates, Sadu, Sinai, Grebla, Rosita. Factory tours, exception making some food factories which provide visits for school children. There are no important companies to promote such tourist visits. However, some reference enterprises may accept visits at special requests. A remarkable visit program, started in October 2013, offers the Timișoara Brewery, a factory founded in 1718, with very valuable heritage. Industrial heritage, even if valuable. A large majority of the monuments are still abandoned by their owners. However, a few exceptions could be mentioned. Motorsports. Despite the missing of an international standard infrastructure like raceways, there are national federations organizing events for many categories and racing schools offering participatory courses. The salt in mines from Turda, Prade, Casica, Slanik, Prahova, Ocnil Mare, Ocna Sibiului are equally famous for the tourism interest as well as therapeutic exploitation. Traditional crafts, wood carving, weaving, pottery, glass embroidery. Many craftsmen preserved the traditions in some village areas from Moldavia, Transylvania and Oltenia. The majority are only selling the products on local markets, but they begin to organize and a few open the workshops to the tourists too. Wineries. Some vineyards have incredible landscapes and the wines produced here have a well-established established and long tradition. Wine tourism provides presentations of the technologies and the storage caves, and is well developed in Romania. Famous big wineries: Murfatla, Cotnari, Dragășani, Ricas, Prahova Valley, Odobesti, Husi, Ricas, Cricova. Natural Landscapes Gallery. Cultural Landscapes Gallery.